Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrappy and Kane. Today I'm sharing another double page for 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Holly Fiercely, and I will have her information down below. Let's get started. Today I'm doing Halloween photos of my oldest son, who is 26 years old. This was his second Halloween, and these photos have been sitting in his album for about that long, waiting to get scrapbooked. Basically, I was waiting for Tommy stickers from Rugrats, but that never happened. So I'm going to go ahead and do them with Halloween stickers instead. Um, and it's just two little photos of him sitting on the bed. One where he's standing in the living room walking around with this costume on. He was kind of too young to really understand trick or treating and all of that, so we really didn't go trick or treating. He helped pass out candy, and we also went to daycare and they had a little Halloween party. Other than that, um, pretty much he was just Tommy because he liked to watch the cartoon. So, and he's only 20 months old, so he definitely, he didn't care. He got a couple of suckers and he was very happy. So here I'm just showing you a mixed match of papers. Some of them I have already used before, so I brought the scraps back in. I have three sticker sheets. One is Simple Stories, one is Echo Park, I believe. Then these two are Bella Boulevard. This one is very old. The stickers are actually losing their stick off of the sticker sheet. So I'm trying to get those ones used. Unfortunately, not very many of them get used, but it's okay. They'll go back into the stash. Most of the papers are Bella Boulevard. There's a few that are Photoplay. Actually, that first sticker sheet was Photoplay, not Simple Stories. Um, and then I have scraps from other Photoplay papers, but mainly I do Bella Boulevard. I think only the second layout I use the photoplay paper, but on this one, this is all Bella Boulevard. I absolutely loved the ghost papers, so I used that on the background. And since it was white, I figured it kind of works. And his little outfit is blue and white, but I didn't have any papers that match that blue. And that's probably why I haven't scrapbooked these photos. So instead, I decided to kind of just avoid the color blue and use other papers that all coordinated and went together to scrapbook this photo. So basically, it'll make his photo pop off the page because his photo is going to be the only one with that blue. And I really like the way it turned out. And I'm just kind of using the sketch background, and I'm going to place the photo right in the middle of the four squares. So I did exactly how Holly has in the sketch, but I'm going to place the photo in the middle of the four squares since I did not have four photos. And I always want the sketches to work for the photos that I have. So, um, and again, I really like the way that it turns out, and it probably doesn't look a whole lot like her sketch, but I think you can see the general idea of how I came up with the layout in the end. This sticker here is not actually a border sticker. It was on the sticker sheet, and it's got to be probably about 8 inches long, I guess. But it fit perfectly up there at the top, and it gave a place for my other little ghost sticker to sit. This little piece banner that I put down at the bottom says "Trick or treat, smell my feet," which I thought was kind of cute since he doesn't have any shoes on. He's Tommy, so he walked around without shoes that day, which was not typical for him. He loved to wear shoes. Unlike most toddlers, he actually loves shoes. So he was always wearing shoes. And I'm going to add some of the little stickers that say best costume, a haunting we will go, and got treats. And then I added one yellow sucker. I'm going to add a second yellow or an orange sucker down at the bottom. And then right now I'm looking for other alphas that I can use. I decide to go ahead and use these blue alphas because they do match the blue in his costume. So I am going to have two places of blue, the photo and then this word from. And I just wanted to put up at the top Tommy from Rugrats. And that was just to say, where the costume's from and who it is. I do have another layout of him in the costume, and it does have journaling as far as like why he was dressed up as Tommy and who Tommy is. But I couldn't really put Tommy Rugrats. It didn't really make sense. So Tommy from Rugrats made more sense. So that's what I did. And again, just using up more of the stickers off of the sticker sheet since Bella Boulevard always comes with alphas. And then the other sticker sheet, which was Echo Park, I believe, it has stickers on it, or sticker letters too. So I used those. And then the 31 Halloween came from, or 31 came from the photo play sheet. The little bats came from the photo play sheet, and also the suckers. The large bat, it does not make it on the layout. And I'm going to glue everything down off camera. So I'm showing you my glue bottle. And then I will come back and add sequins. So I went ahead and glued everything down. Everything's where I want to place it. I moved the orange star up to the top, added the second sucker, like I said, and pretty much it's complete. I'm going to use sequins from my stash. I believe these ones are called Gypsy Soul, and they're basically the perfect blue and purple. And that's what I'm going to use on the layout. I will bring in one other one that's World Atlas, and I'm going to take yellow out of it. And so I'm going to put just 3 little sequins around the layout in various places, and I'm going to add the purple, the blue, and the yellow. And pretty much that's the end. I'll share a couple of close-ups of this layout before I get started on the second layout. And these 2 layouts will go side by side in the album, but they're not necessarily meant to be a double page. I guess they're more of complementary pages to each other because they have their own titles on them for one, and they're 2 separate um, occasions, I guess, kind of, sort of. He was still wearing the costume when we were getting ready for bed. He really liked the costume and didn't want to take it off. So I told him we could read books, and then he had to take off the costume and put on his pajamas. And he did after we got done reading the books. But he was sitting there in his little costume and looking at his book, and I thought he looked so cute, so I took his picture. And here, this is going to be kind of sort of like the right hand side. So I tore the corner paper. Actually, the paper was already tore in the corner. I tore it a little bit more so that that purple star paper could peek out at the top. And she has 3 photos on this side. I'm only going to have 2, so that's why I tore it up there at the top to add a little something extra to look at up there in the corner. And that purple star paper at the top is actually basic gray. That was my very last piece of that particular star paper, and I did go ahead and use it. I did cut a piece of it off, but in the end, I threw it in the recycle bin. I was just kind of over it. I don't have any other papers. I think I have one more, like a spider web paper from the same Halloween collection, but that can go with pretty much anything. So I went ahead and threw the rest of this one away. And I'm just adding washi tape to the back to make sure the little square stays attached correctly. And then I used another border sticker down the right hand side. I'm going to use this border sticker at the bottom of the photo. And then I'm going to place this black and white stripe one at the top. And again, that was more just to use up stickers, not necessarily, there's no rhyme or reason. With Halloween, I kind of feel like you can play a lot because Halloween is dressing up and it's costumes, and nothing's perfect, especially if you make your own costume. So it's okay to mix and match and just put things together. This is probably one of the times where um, I don't have to have all the colors matching, I guess. But I definitely wanted the blue to match, and I could not find blue. So I just ended up avoiding the blue. And on this layout, I don't think there's any blue on it besides his photos and then the sequence. And that's the only blue I'm going to bring in. And you can see even on the bedding, his bedding is all Tommy, Rugrats. I made him the blanket that's on his little bed. And then I made the little pillows that you see there in the corner of the bottom photo, which the glare is kind of showing or covering. But you'll see it in the close-ups. I tried to get this big bat on the layout once again. It's not going to work. I left it up there in the corner for a minute thinking maybe I could leave it there, but I'm going to take it off. I will add journaling up there in that corner so it won't stay totally empty, but for right now it does stay empty. I was going to use the larger letters for night since I wanted it to say Halloween night for the title, but they were too big to go either across or to go down. So I decided not to use those ones, and I used the little ones from the Echo Park sheet instead. And then these little bats are from Bella Blvd, along with that ghost. They're little, actually, they're from Doodlebug, not Bella Blvd. And they're little, like, pop dots, or what are those called? Doodle pops. Um, and the little bat is just so cute. So I went ahead and used it on this layout. And then the little bats. And then I put two little stickers up at the top by the bat on the photo at the top, and it just says Sugar High Cutie. And then down at the bottom, I put another sticker that says Giggle with Fright. And I put the little I cannot talk tonight, jack-o'-lantern pumpkin down at the bottom in the corner. And that's pretty much it. I kept it fairly simple. Again, they're not the best photos because it was back in the day and I didn't always take the best photos, especially of my older son. He was very active, so getting him to sit down and actually take pictures was a chore. I have some really great pictures of him, but these ones are not it. But the memory is definitely there, and I want to keep that, so I'm okay with it. There's a few little close-ups, and pretty much that's it. I will show a complete close-up of both layouts side by side, and you can see they definitely coordinate together. And I should have one more layout for tomorrow. Actually, it's another double page. It's another double page using another sketch from the 30 Days of Sketches, along with a challenge from Rediscover Your Stash, which is a Facebook group with Sarah Scraps, and her challenge was to use orange on a layout. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!